So this is my Premier League Darts night sit through where we saw an injured and limping Jonny Clayton continue his great start to the Premier League Darts campaign with a 6-1 win over Luke Humphries in the night sit final. And you must say, very disappointing from Luke Humphries. Well, very disappointing from anyone that lost to Jonny Clayton. Jonny Clayton who's injured and he's limping. And Jonny Clayton ends up winning the whole night. But fair play to Jonny Clayton. He's made a fantastic start to its Premier League Darts campaign since being invited back to the Premier League. Obviously, of course, a former champion of the Premier League Darts. Obviously, that was in a different format. That was more of a league format when he won the Premier League Darts. This is now a knockout format. So yeah, it's a bit of a contradiction to the name, isn't it? To the tournament name. It's not exactly a league format, is it? If it's a knockout format every night. But yeah, I'm waffling on. But it all started off with Stephen Bunting with a 6-1 win over Josh Watt. I think we can now all agree that it's now Josh Watt playoff hopes now over in my opinion. Not because mathematically is still possible for Josh Watt, but he just hasn't got any confidence, has he? He hasn't got any confidence or momentum to go by. So, and Stephen Bunting really needed to win that 6-pointer for me. Because if Stephen Bunting would have lost, then all of a sudden he would have been trod down as well. But to be honest with you, I don't think either player will make the playoffs personally. I think these two players will be the bottom two. While the rest will battle for the playoff places, in my opinion. Then we saw Jonny Clayton defeat Mike Van Duren 6-3. Just David Van Duren, it just depends what Van Duren turns up, isn't it? I don't think Van Duren likes the Premier League format, does he? I don't think he likes this format, Van Duren. If he's in a normal major, I think Van Duren would have probably turned up against Jonny Clayton, to be honest with you. And but yeah, consistency. Jonny Clayton was consistent throughout the whole night, and he's been consistent right from the start. This Premier League Darts campaign and start of the year as well. Luke Humphries finally defeated Gian Van Veen 6-4. Gian Van Veen was underwhelming, wasn't he? Quite an underwhelming performance from Gian Van Veen. Not the greatest performance from Humphries, but got the job done and he got past Gian Van Veen. And then we had a high quality contest between Darren Price and Luke Hayter, where Luke Hayter won 6-5. I was in 108. Darren Price must be thinking, what the hell, man? Darren Price was averaging over 100. But I'll keep on saying it. I think Darren Price, he had a chance, didn't he? To beat Darren Price was 4-3 up. And he missed that, so they were 5-3 off Darren Price. So it's always a small margins. Then this non-sensation Luke Hayter. This senses and that is new here for me. But them small margins, you need to take your chances. It's as simple as that. And then in the semi-finals, we saw Jonny Clayton defeat Stephen Bunting 6-3. And then we saw Luke Humphries actually defeat Luke Hayter 6-5. A much better performance compared to the first game of the night for Luke Humphries. He knew he had to play that well to beat you, winning 6-5. Having over 100 as well. And then another high quality contest, wasn't it? And of course, like I said, Jonny Clayton defeating Luke Humphries 6-1 in the final, which means the league table after night 6. The league table doesn't really mean anything. As long as you qualify in the top 4, you do qualify for playoffs tonight. For playoff night, for the playoffs tonight, which is to obviously a semi-final, then the final on the same night. Then you'll win the trophy if you win all them games. But Jonny Clayton's top with 19 points, yet second with 11. Darren Price and Gian Van Veen and Luke Humphries all tied on 9 points. Mike Van Duren on 8 points, Stephen Bunting on 7. And Josh Watt is the only man yet to score a point in this Premier League Darts campaign. I think he will score a point, but I think his playoff hopes are now over already, in my personal opinion. But what's that coming back to bite me now, where he does on a massive run in the second half of the Premier League campaign and that's in the playoffs, so it'll probably come back to bite me, that won't it? So, but yeah, feel free to leave your thoughts down below on everything that's spoke about down below in the comments, as Jonny Clayton wins his second night of the Premier League darts campaign, winning in Nottingham, defeating Newcastle 6-1, as the Ferret continues to extend his lead at the top of the Premier League darts table.